All right. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. We were hoping we'd have that beautiful sunshine that has been gracing us for the past week, but not today, right? So I am Yolanda Valdez. I think we're all family. We pretty much know each other, but I am Yolanda Valdez, the superintendent here in Cutler, Orosi. And I want to begin by introducing our Board of Trustees. So I'm going to start from the first row here. Mary Helen Espino. Margie Salazar. Joni Jordan. Dalia Martinez. Last but definitely not least, our very own past president, right? Mrs. Jimenez. And with that, I want to just again welcome you as our teachers are starting to continue coming in. And I want to say that today really is a joyous day. Any time that we can improve the facilities for our children is a great day. And I want to thank the people that are behind these great improvements for our district, which would be Rafi Segamonian and Craig Drennan. I want to thank them both because their proactiveness and their tenaciousness and not willing to take that no from the state every time we go after an opportunity for our children has allowed us to continue improving our district on behalf of our students. And for that, I want to thank Craig Drennan and Rafi Segamonian. Let's give them a big round of applause. And before we move on, I want to thank Jason and Ray, who are always here capturing these special moments. Again, before we move on, I don't want to forget them, right? And with that, I want to introduce Leanne Cerda, and she's going to be coming up to the podium in a little bit, but I want her to stand up, and Marianne Andrade. And I'm going to have them, when Leanne comes up to the podium, she will introduce all the wonderful staff we have here representing TKK teachers, right? And with that, I would like to invite our very own Mary Helen Espino, one of our trustees that has been a trustee actually for over 20 years. And every time she's sitting in the dais, she is advocating for Cutler School. Every single time. And Cutler School. And what about Cutler School? And Cutler School. And so we think that it's so fitting that she address the audience here on behalf of the school board. Come on up, Mary Helen Espino.
Good morning. Good morning, all. All of my kids came to Cutler School. I worked at Cutler School. So, it's kind of like I don't know, my baby, yeah. Anyway, on behalf of the Cutler Orosi Board of Trustees, we want to welcome each of you today. Thank you for being here. I know it's cold. So, what?
Just put this right there so everybody can hear.
Okay. Today is a special day for the children and staff of Cutler School. We are here to mark the groundbreaking of 4 kindergarten. I thought it was just going to be 1 or 2, and it's 4. Isn't that wonderful? 4 kindergarten classrooms that will provide a spacious instructional setting for our youngest learners in the district so that they can develop and grow academically and socially. Our skilled teachers will provide our children the educational tools to build a strong foundation for the future. In these new classrooms, teachers and students will have the space and instructional tools needed to foster curiosity. On behalf of the Cutler Orosi Board of Trustees, we want to thank the district and school administration for their proactive work that has made this building possible. And we want to congratulate our teaching staff, because in just a few moments you will be teaching, well, in a few months, not moments, you will be teaching in state-of-the-art kindergarten classrooms. These little ones are the promise for the future and are deserving of a fabulous education and excellent facilities. Thank you all for all you do, staff.
Excellent. And it all starts with the great design and, of course, the vision that we collaboratively put together. And I'd like to invite Marvin Armstrong, our architect for this project, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, everybody. I was going to take off my mask, but it's actually keeps me warm here. No, I'll take it off. Most of you know me as a clean face guy, but this is my 2020 face here this year. First time I've worn pants in months, really. No, so this is the building that 4 classrooms. We have restrooms for the students in each of the classrooms. There's 2 staff restrooms. There's a wet area and there's a carpeted area for the students. There is an area for the teacher's desk. There's storage. There's art storage. There's lots of amenities for the classrooms. On the outside, the building is being shipped. It's a modular building. It will look more like the buildings on the north here. Not like the portables. It's not a portable building. It has a concrete floor, but it will have a lowish sloped roof, which is necessary to ship down the freeway to get under the overpasses. And believe me, you saved a lot of money by doing that. To balance to offset the lower slope of the main building, we have a shade structure in the front, which has a steeper slope, and it has 6 columns for the character count pillars, and so they can be painted with the words of the character counts: respect and responsibility, etc. So I would also like to thank the Board of the Board of Trustees for your confidence in me and giving me the opportunity. And I'd like to thank Superintendent Yolanda Valdez and Craig and Rafi as well, who have worked with me for many years now, and I very much appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much. Is there any questions? Okay, thank you.
Let's see. How soon are the buildings, right?
Yes, it should be.
Rafi's going to give us that whole timeline, because I know the teachers are sitting there thinking, okay, when do I move in? When do I move in, right? So with no further ado, I would like to invite our very excited principal of Cutler School, Leanne Cerda. Give her a big round of applause.
Good morning and welcome all of our guests, board members, and community members. As principal of Cutler Elementary School, I am so excited, like Ms. Valdez said, to be with you guys here today as we break ground on the construction of these 4 new kindergarten classrooms. Secretly, I wish it was more. I have more than 4 teachers, and they're all going to want this beautiful, brand new classrooms. I personally have some very fond memories of kindergarten. I remember loving and admiring my teacher, Mrs. Thomas, which many of you guys probably know. I loved sitting on the carpet, crisscross applesauce, next to my friends. I remember looking forward to when she would read stories to us, and her magical puppet would bring the story to life. Now looking back as an adult, I know the real magic came from my teacher, and that teachers are what truly make a classroom and school great. I remember painting, cutting, making patterns with shapes, and sitting in those small chairs and tables. I remember being happy and having a love for school, and a love for my teacher. Let me tell you something. That didn't happen by chance. That happened because my teacher created an environment where I felt safe, loved, and important every day. I look forward to when we have kids back on campus running to line up outside these classrooms, eagerly awaiting to enter a welcoming learning environment. Kindergarten is definitely a magical place. But why is it called kindergarten? The word kindergarten comes from the German language. Kinder means children, and Garten means garden. The term dates back to the 19th century. Friedrich Froebel started the first kindergarten in 1840. He once said, "Children are like tiny flowers. They are varied and need care, but each is beautiful alone and glorious when seen in the community of peers." Although we have come a long way from 1840, one thing that still holds true is the need for kindergartners to be nurtured and caringly tended to. It takes special people to teach kindergarten, and the teachers here at Cutler School do a wonderful job of establishing a solid foundation in our students. They teach students their letter names and sounds and plant the seeds that get students reading. These new classrooms couldn't come at a better time. They offer hope for expanding our kinder programs, something to look forward to as we watch the construction evolve, and the freedom to have space in the socially distanced world that we are currently living in. Thank you all for your support of this project, and we can't wait to see it come to fruition. At this time, I'd like to invite my TK and kindergarten teachers to come up. Mrs. Calderon, Mrs. Villarreal, those are my TK teachers. And then we have Mrs. Saldana, Mrs. Contreras, Mrs. Ortega, those are my regular K teachers. And then Mrs. Moya and Miss Leon, those are our dual immersion kinder teachers. And these teachers, I just want to give them a big round of applause, if you can join me, because they are truly the ones that make the magic happen here in kindergarten at Cutler School. Thank you so much.
So stay around there, grab a chair, don't go too far.
Grab a chair, grab one.
So stay around here, because after the board does their little groundbreaking exercise, you will be doing the same so that we can commemorate this opportunity. All right? So as Rafi gets ready to come up here, let me just share with you that this opportunity of building these kindergarten classrooms was kind of an accident, believe it or not. I was at a superintendent's conference, and I went into a session about facilities, and this state presenter was talking about all this opportunity for free, or actually money, to build kindergarten classrooms. And so the catalyst for these funds had to do with full-time kindergarten. And so I know that we had already looked at that, and we said, well, we already have full-time kindergarten. We're not eligible, right? So the gentleman from the state was there, and I stayed after the session, and I said, hey, so here's who we are, here's what we have. Would we be eligible for these kindergarten funds? And lo and behold, the answer was yes. In just 30 days, Craig Drennan and Rafi Segamonian, we were able to line up all our ducks, and I think the board had like 3 special board meetings that month so that we would be able to build these classrooms. So there was 8 at Golden Valley and 4 here. And so that is an incredible thing, right? So I want to invite Rafi to come on up here, who has really been the catalyst for a lot of this. Thank you, Rafi.
Thank you, Ms. Valdez. Appreciate it. thank you for all being here today. I really appreciate it in this cold day. Hopefully it was a warmer weather, but hey, at least it's not raining. Could be worse. I'd like to thank, first of all, the board and the superintendent for allowing us, me, Craig, to give us the freedom to pursue such grants to pay for these buildings. This building will be paid for 100% because of all those board meetings you had, because of all the maneuvers we did, 100% funded by the state. Also, I'd like to thank all those involved in setting up the place here today: Jeanette, Jay, Chase, Cisco and his team, David, thank you, and Ms. Serta and your team, much appreciated. It looks beautiful out here. Thank you. And I'd like to thank all the administrators, teachers, and our architect for all those meetings we had to come up with a nice design, floor plan, and actually a very nice building. This project, like you said, like people said, there'll be a total of 4 classrooms, 1,350 square feet in each classroom. So that's a good sized classroom. Also, like it was said earlier, a bathroom in each classroom for the kindergarten, so they don't have to go wandering out to use a bathroom somewhere else. They'll stay in the classroom to use a bathroom. And we did not forget our teachers. We have 2 bathrooms in the hallway for you guys. So you don't have to go wandering around looking for bathrooms. Okay. We are going to start the construction soon. The contractors, Sierra Range and Enviroplex have already been given the notice to proceed. So they're scheduled to start the construction fairly soon here. In the next 10 days or so, you'll have some heavy equipment here digging up the ground. We're planning on completing the project around mid-June. So there'll be ample enough time to get for the next year. August, we'll have 4 brand new kindergartens ready to go. And that's what we're hoping for. I don't think there'll be any delays here. In fact, we got some side bets here, me and the architect and a few other guys, on which classrooms are going to be done first, Golden Valley or Cutler. I don't know, we might be done here quicker because of some difficulties we had at Golden Valley. So at this time, I'd like to thank for everybody being here, and I'd like to invite the board to grab a shovel, put the hard hats on and grab a shovel.
I want to thank Monica, Cisco, and Mr. Elias over there for setting up and for the food. You've been so awesome in giving us these individual packages that take you much longer to develop or to put together than the normal catering. Thank you so much. Let's give them a big round of applause.
All right, at this time, I'd like to all the board members and the superintendent. And Craig, you want to be involved, please? Craig, you're the assistant soup. You have to be involved. We'll leave the shovels here and for the teachers to come up next, and whoever wants to, just have a photo up. Well, no, that way is fine. Yeah, there you go. So go ahead and grab a shovel of dirt, everybody, please. There you go. Look at the camera. Look straight forward. That's fine. Okay, look at the camera. And on the count of 3, you'll throw the dirt up in the air. 1, 2, 3. Hey! All right. Next are the teachers. Please come up with the principal. And Miss Mary and your vice principals, are they here? Yeah. All right, grab a shovel of dirt. Okay, everyone's got it. And count of 3. 1, 2, 3, up in the air. Hey. All right. All right. So we'll leave the shovels up here. Anybody wants to take a photo, please come up and help yourself. We do have some sanitizers. We do have some sanitizers out there, so I encourage you to use them after you use the shovels and anything else here. So thank you for being here.